gave me a wash of like one trade good man. And
I
then
love that. Oh, what's in it for me? Goodwill? Whack.
It was so funny. Classic cool guy.
Oh,
and now
classic Leonard.
he won't even let me leave his slice. Like I'm just guessing I'm going to be diploed there for the rest of the game.
No, because he does have the scepter, yes, but he decided not to use it this round. So that's what I'm saying is like he's in a position now where realistically you eat him first round, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. And you've got him over a barrel. You get so he's got a Diplo first, but then he's got Warfare. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like he hasn't got enough production to actually even put up a decent fight. Leonard takes 2 slices. No one's going to do anything about it. There's absolutely no one that can do anything about it.
It's right there. He's got 3 movement cruisers. He can do something about it.
Say that again, sorry?
Necro is right there, and he's got 3 movement cruisers. Like, he's got the super cruisers.
Yeah, Necro is, but I mean, it pretty much squashes Turtles out of the game. That's what I was saying is like...
Yeah, I mean, Necro just gets half a slice as well.
Yeah.
Good game.
Are we all here?
Good game. Are we?
Technically, Muffin's not here, but
We're
don't
waiting
fucking
on-
worry about that.
We're waiting on Esxhaton.
Oh yeah, don't wait for Muffin. Muffin's been like on a TI bender.
No, but he is gonna be here tonight.
Oh, he's the streamer? Are you a co-streamer?
He didn't look like he had
I am the streamer.
I feel like Muff's been on a TI bender for like the past 10 months or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked pretty worse for wear on Saturday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
and he bust in for that too, and like I think he got 2 games in Sydney,
Yeah,
and then he got a game.
They got shafted with a 4-player game, unfortunately. It's two no-shows.
Oh, rough.
Yeah, tell me about it. Me and Jordan were on one table as well, and random. And this dude, I think his name is Arctraz or something like that in our server.
Yep.
Decided to be a real, like, it was like we had one green dude who was beside me, and I'm like, everyone at the table saw it. It's like I either choose to eat this dude alive and eat him from the inside out with his ceasefire, he can't do anything about it, or I go and do, deal with the guy that's being a bit of a dick at the table. And so I ended up just throwing the game and just demolishing Cabal as Sar.
Okay.
It was funny as. But then the green guy, who was the one to my left, actually ended up winning, and we actually just let him win just so he enjoyed himself.
Oh, Mendy, you're a softie. Who would have thought?
Look, man, it was, put it this way, we were actually 3 people down, and this dude came from across city to come and play. That was your dude coming in from across city, and then you know what it's like in Sydney.
That's true. That's pretty awesome, mate.
Yeah, so he was your Sarl, and I was Sar, and he had an open wide home system, and there's like nothing he could have done to stop me. Oh, you're right. Fuck, maybe Leonard's the one who's actually in trouble here.
Why am I in trouble?
Because
although he could instead Diplo, if he Diplos his home, he could wait for Warfare and then build a War Sun off Warfare and attack Leonard this round.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
So just lock him down, and then as soon as he unlocks, you've got a War Sun to kill him with.
I've seriously only attacked him once. That's got to be worth something.
And goodwill, maybe.
He can smash.
And goodwill, and I still got some goodwill to pay back.
And he's trying to give it back now. He's trying.
Look, I did spend, like, it was only a couple weeks ago when I sat down with Brassbird and Frox, and we just talked about like Fantasyland Hell mode for a couple of hours. So, like, it's floating in my mind.
No, it's all good. I will say that you've got a limited window to get out.
Well, I know. I was going to DM you and be like, okay, I want to get out. How do I get out? And it's like, fucking, because you're in control. So, you have me on initiative. So you Diplo your home, you Diplo me, whatever you're going to do. You know, different outcomes.
Should I like post this link to the stream somewhere? I did it in the general chat, but I didn't want to like add everyone.
Yeah, just ping everyone. Or add it to like 4B's post. And ping like the different ranks.
No,
I can if you want, actually. If you want.
I'll just do it. I think that way.
Where is our boy?
He's got 2 minutes until he's late.
He's playing fucking Terra Invicta. Last I checked. Oh no, he's in tabletop now.
You tell him, Moon.
Is the stream on?
It is.
Better be, or the cat's going to get it.
Are you allowed to post streams in the general chat of the other TI4 Discord? Or is there a special stream chat?
Ooh.
I'm just gonna scroll up actually and see if I see streams. It's not allowed. Aha. YouTube, Twitch, TI4 stuff. Oh, I can't post it though.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Godspeed, bros. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Have we pressed the button? No, we haven't. Let's press the button.
Alright, let me just listen to
Good
the
luck,
stream
everyone.
for a few seconds
Good
and see
luck.
if the shit's working.
Hey, so yeah, how late are? I mean, I know we'll play the game, but you know, just what I posted, I can't do 2 midnight games in a row. That's all.
That's fair.
Fine. I did 5 hours of driving today. Not full of bait.
Test.
Okay, cool.
I should.
Okay.
I'll probably.
I think I just do leadership.
I'll probably do an intro of some sort. Can you guys hear me? Like in the Google Meet? Let me in. Shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Is that you, Muffin? I can't hear you. I can hear you now. Okay. I need to... on the OBS shit. Alright, let's see if I'm a bit louder on stream now. Yeah, it seems fine. Cool. Are you there, Muffin? Can you hear me?
Right, Mooney, can you hear me?
I can hear you. But I don't think you can hear me.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay. It might be me. Where's the fucking settings, man?
Everybody done with the leadership?
Yes.
Seems
I think
like
so.
it.
So Esxhaton made that first turn Diplo a lot more viable. You got an offer to not get your stuff locked down?
Well, nothing comes to mind. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. Just keep in mind that
Am I still working on the
whatever
stream?
you ask, just be sure it's not too high, that it's cheaper for me to go to Mahawk to get it lifted. Because do you want to defend your home system, or you want to lock my stuff down?
I can do both. I've got Nullfield.
Okay. Do you have an offer? I mean, I don't really.
Alright, whoever's listening, we have fucking technical issues, but I'm gonna solve them.
I don't know what you consider too high, but a ceasefire would be even a temporary ceasefire.
Yeah, I don't have mine. So
You
that's
don't have yours.
yeah. So I've only got 3 promissory notes, only 2 of which would probably be interesting to you. So outside of that,
Cool.
I don't wanna.
I could do a support swap.
I don't have my support either. Yellow has
You
my
don't have your support. Oh, okay.
But I would be open to that in the future, but I don't have it right now. That would have been a good solution. So, yeah.
So I'm going to play diplomacy, but I don't necessarily trust you not to take advantage if I don't lock you down.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
It still stands from last game, doesn't it?
let me think. So let me think. Yeah. Well, let me. Yeah. No. Yes. I just reviewed my notes, and I still owe him some goodwill. As soon as he grabs some commodities.
I can hear you, Mr. Moon.
Was there interest on goodwill?
Alright, now I can do an intro.
Just trying to.
Indeed.
I wouldn't promise it if I didn't mean it. If I'm even willing to.
I'm gonna wait for this Esxhaton to happen. Though.
Say I wouldn't attack you with that fleet if you didn't lock it down.
Like commit to moving it away.
Nothing like a messy extortion to start a game.
That's right. Let me check if the stream can hear. Can you say something?
Well, actually, I don't.
That's actually
if it's there.
Yeah, you want to just go? Let's just go into.
I can say many a thing, but I can't yet see the tabletop simulator, so I don't know that I could say anything much relevant.
Alright, you're definitely coming through on the stream. It's all working good. I've even got the... I don't have that on. Let me fix that. Did they stop talking? What?
Yeah,
They did
just got
stop
very
talking.
quiet in the Discord.
Okay. Dude, I thought my fucking like Discord died or some shit. I mean, I guess this is a good time to do a fucking intro. If anyone's watching, this is game 2
Let's
of
go.
the of Hell Mode Game 3, is it? Are we Game 3?
Is session 2 of Hell Mode Game 3, also known as the Bang Squad.
Oh, yeah, the emoji.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
just made
fine.
that up, but their whole symbol is an explosion. So.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 is the fire team, so that's fair. Dude, it's so weird. There was like so much conversation, it's just fucking instantly died.
That's right, we got the fire team.
But oh, because they're doing a fucking secret conversation.
Silent while we sit here. Who's in this conversation? This is Sarah and Extra.
Oh, they were whispering at each other, I
Yeah.
see.
They're in a secret
All
chat.
viewing on the stream.
Yeah, I guess some sort of recap is that
Ah, the good old secret.
Bye bye, everybody.
The moment that it's CoolGuy's
oh,
turn.
I've got to fucking accept this guy.
Oh, it's not even CoolGuy's turn yet. It's Nick's turn, but it involves CoolGuy.
I've got to accept this.
I'm still trying to
The other players.
situation here.
But yeah,
Enjoying
welcome to the
having a
game.
little chat.
It's the second session. We just had an adjustment phase. That was Esxhaton. Game is pretty boring at the moment, honestly.
Yeah, finally.
But it's gonna start getting interesting
I was having
because
fun with that.
Sarah's doing weird stuff to Esxhaton. And Sarah's been like diploed in this system by Esxhaton like 2 rounds in a row, I think.
Saw doing.
I was.
Yeah, like it's Sar doing Sar things, but Sar's kind of like being
Interesting.
eaten by Mahakt in the process.
Trigger happy with the exploration.
So it's kind of just like a weird situation.
Right. So they.
Sar's been like fucking green. Oh, Sar's been fucking Esxhaton, and Mahakt has sort of been fucking Sar. But these
So it sounds
two,
like Saw ate into Esxhaton. Yep.
yeah, and
And
yeah,
then
basically.
because they're getting locked down by Diplo,
On Saturday.
That random.
I mean, basically just
Mahakt have
Sar.
been able to eat the back of them. Is that basically what's happened?
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just Sar tried to eat into Esxhaton.
Following in,
They're doing pretty well in that. They've taken a planet, I guess, but just Sar's doing other things, and you know, fucking Mahakt is just slowly taking planets, but fucking lose all their abilities. But it didn't because Mahakt paid a lot. He
Oh,
gave,
boy.
I think, the Sar
Those are important,
ceasefire.
those Mahakt mechs.
Yeah, no, they really are. I think he gave the Sar ceasefire to Green, and I think maybe what's it called?
Presumably, Extra had the swing of power there, or did they not have the hero yet?
They did have their hero on that agenda, and they had 30-something votes because Extra's game is not going too hot.
Right.
But he was enough to basically get it. So
Jeez, guys. Full burner.
Right. So the Mahakt were able to.
Fuck you, full burner.
yeah, he gave
Boring it is.
Mahakt worked with Extra, and he gave Extra like fucking the Sar ceasefire, and I think I want to say the racial promissory. I can't remember what it's called. Scepter of Dominion. I think he gave those 2 promissories. I know he gave the ceasefire because fucking Mendicant told me, which is interesting. But yeah, I mean, apart from like the Star shenanigans that are happening, Necro is just abusing XGR, sort of. Not even really abusing him. It's just he's taken a single planet that may or may not be an XGR slice. Titans is just fucking sitting there activating
Right, I
himself
see.
because they usually do that. Cabal's just building.
Yep.
And Mendicant playing Mahakt is kind of just like getting away with everything, is what it feels like, but it's fine.
I see. I was about to ask who's playing each faction.
Yeah, so we've
Got a
got
little rundown
Mendicant.
for the stream.
Yeah. We've got Esxhaton playing Titans. We've got Zorp playing Necro. We have Nick playing Extra. We have CoolGuy playing Sar. Mendicant playing Mahakt. And we've got Manbear playing
Yeah, we can
fucking
still see
Cabal.
us talking smack.
It's good all the viewers have left, mate.
It's a very
For some
a
reason.
spicy pool here. We've got
Sorry.
You're making us.
CoolGuy is the
Oh,
host of the server where we're having our
just
tournament.
dropping
And
Half Moon.
we've got 2 members of the dreaded Hellfish in Esxhaton and Mendicant.
I need to turn you up.
Alright.
Manbear, another veteran 3 on the server.
Yeah, I can. I was thinking maybe I should fucking talk about like who each person actually is this time. I wonder if there's a. But I need to
Well, that's
do
right.
something first.
Nick was the winner of the inaugural Green tournament. And
Yeah, that's right.
as a vet that way.
You answer or not?
It's where I got my first vet stripe,
Just goodwill.
losing to Nick in the final.
Yeah, that's right. You were in it, weren't you? That's live.
That's where I got my first stripe. I've played a fair few games since then, though.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. That's my fucking.
I'd say that Zorp might be considered the underdog in this pool.
Mm.
Yeah.
But,
Nick is very
I've been
much
playing quite a lot
the
with
underdog.
Zorp recently. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nick's in a rough spot.
I don't really know how Nick is gonna get out of this spot, but yeah.
Well, let's see if their secret chat paid off.
I mean, I wonder. So I think Nick was threatening to diplo the
Activate,
system,
build for 9
and CoolGuy said not to,
self-assembly.
because if he if he has to diplo,
And it
then
looks like
he has to pay for
Right.
Mahakt, and then he's like committed to fucking with green.
One more.
So Nick chose to not use diplo, which
Yeah.
means that they've come to some sort of arrangement. I would think.
It looks like they come to
especially
some terms. Yeah, exactly.
especially considering
Well, it's
he's
an
building
interesting
the
one, right?
Lankara.
If he does lock it down,
8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Oh, the hit.
yeah, that's right. If he locks it down, then he sort of
That's
is
crazy.
committing to Sar sticking around in his slice. Whereas if they can come to terms, maybe Sar can turn around and start
Well, not
pushing
necessarily,
back
because
against Mahakt.
he just might not have much else to do. So maybe this is just Mahakt, Esxhaton basically coming to peace with Tsar. I think because of this, I think Tsar is actually going to move out. I don't know where. Maybe into Necro. I'm not sure, but
3, 2, 1.
to me, this move looks like Nick is allowing Tsar to move out, which, if he's talked to him,
Right.
might be good. And he's not built anything that can actually fully defend his home either. You know, if you chaos map a Dreadnought, for example, that fucking home system dies because the Lankaras are not very useful in those sorts of situations. But I mean, we'll see.
Right.
Maybe CoolGuy will just fucking go in.
I'm gonna chaos map a war.
I need to turn you up.
Yeah, even just one strong ship to hold it down would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. But the Lankara is just. I mean, he could have built the War Sun, but he didn't build the War Sun, I think. Maybe he just wasn't able to
I loved
do
it about 5 minutes ago. One of the players was
You can't use it how
saying
develop.
about 12 expletive in the last 2 seconds.
That's why it's not exhausted.
Oh, really?
Just so players know, I just just pull it out of the thing. I just dupe those and keep them close.
Yeah, my
by, 'cause
TTS
I-
client
such
is
shitty memory.
not being very helpful. So who's
If you
got
want
the
to check
War
out my
Sun
build,
tech?
I did 4 TGs.
Esxhaton has War Suns. Sorry,
I've never had so many people.
I'll turn down Discord.
Right.
Well, you're chaos mapping a war sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I think it helps if you turn down the players because
Put it over here.
they'll be turned up whenever we're not
Just
speaking
kidding.
anyway. By the
I guess
auto
so,
ducking.
yeah, it's just. I more think of them as like the most important.
Let's go.
That's just my opinion, at least. So yeah, now
You saying, Mr. Warlord Moon, that we are not the stars of the show?
I am. That is exactly what I'm saying. In fact.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to
Where's
support
this
back.
token is?
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Yeah. So look at this. Like Tsar is instead going into.
Yeah.
Into fucking what's it called?
Oh,
You'll
right.
be spending a token.
Yeah.
Are
So
you spending my token?
I'm cancelling your turn.
Cool.
Tsar gets
So I
a free
draw.
store.
Very descriptive.
Can I put it anywhere?
I just put it in your play area.
Cool. But I can put it anywhere on my board, right?
Correct.
That is correct.
Yeah, you gain a token.
Gain a token. All right. Cool. And I'll end my turn.
Yeah. So the aggression is starting in the other
Yeah.
direction. I think he's not getting away with everything anymore.
That's probably good for the balance of the board, realistically.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
you need to activate the system.
Thanks.
I mean, Nick
I
is
think
Nick
it
is
can
having
be
like a
important.
horrendous game. So.
There's your token.
Well, that's it, and it can be important to sit on extra early so that they don't just like completely take off in round 2 or 3 when they get their hero. But if you've done a decent job of stifling them, but someone else is out of control, it makes sense, I think, to turn around and actually pay attention to the people who are in the game and let extra build up a little bit so that they can help with any potential winslaying and such that are required in the later rounds. As long as they're not out to a rocketing start, they're not going to take over the game.
Yeah, I mean, like the new Esxhaton hero is definitely powerful. And he has unlocked it, but really is a situation where it's kind of at what cost. He's he's done all these fucking spend objectives. And now because of that, perhaps as a consequence, there's just a fucking Tsar in the slice, which is not
Yeah.
But he has, I think,
So
actually managed to negotiate him out, so it's looking up.
I'd be interested to get your take on this, because I know how important it is as Extra to get your hero online quickly, but in general, as a player, I like to avoid doing early spend objectives if I can, and save them for later.
Well,
It-
There it is.
it definitely depends on the objective. Like, in this game,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
example, Nick was choosing to score spends instead of teching, for example, which I think is not good.
Mm.
I think that's
Yeah,
really
missing
bad.
out on tech, and even more importantly, I think building plastic, especially in a game like a Hell Mode game, where the expectation is people are going to try and point block you and get in your slice if you're behind.
Yeah.
I think it's a
mean,
very
yeah,
dangerous choice.
I think Extra was one of the only people to score round 1, I want to say, and he did that by doing 8
Okay.
resources. So everyone had
Yeah,
like 8
that's a
resources
really
open.
tough choice to make. Did you know? Did he have trade, or he was on Diplo?
I think he was like really late in pick order, if I recall, and I think he did have.
Right, so he was probably on Diplo as a late pick order Extra is want to be.
Yeah, it was something. It was Diplo.
Yeah,
Because
that makes
Saar
sense that he
picked
went for a
construction
spendy,
after
but
him.
like,
Yeah, I remember now. It was fucking Diplo.
oh, I see. So
But yeah.
something
Guys.
went unpicked, like leadership or
Yeah,
warfare.
leadership was unpicked. And yeah, Saar picked warfare, construction. And
Interesting.
that's what you're supposed to do. 100%.
Yeah, I think both of those factions would prefer that, unless there's something that, like an objective, like lead from the front or 3 empties, that would particularly lend themselves to wanting those 3 tokens round 1.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit frazzled. Forburn is saying the DMZ just came out. Where'd the DMZ?
That's all right.
Where's the DMZ? Oh, it's on Cialgy. Yeah, I see it. He just scan linked it. He moved a dude off Cialgy. I guess he just wants to do the hazardous in that system from now on, which makes sense.
Right.
I mean, of course he moved a
that could be a
dude off. I
plan.
got DMZ'd. What a stupid thing to say. But yeah, the DMZ is, I think I would go as far as to say it's completely inconsequential in this scenario. Usually, you know, as extra, you want to try get the DMZ, but he's very far away. He has to get a planet adjacent to that system. He just doesn't have a wormhole anywhere near him, so that DMZ is safe. Yeah, Cialgy is not spicy. Not spicy at all. And XJR is burning tokens.
Is it in a position?
Sorry?
Yeah. Right. So because yeah.
Is
Okay,
Saar
so
really
yeah, it's
that
very
strong?
unlikely that this DMZ will be a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, the DMZ is just chilling. It's I don't think if XJR
Right.
makes an effort to go get the DMZ, it'll be very expensive.
It's an interesting choice to be spending more against things like scan linking.
Yeah, well, in this time it at least paid off. So he burnt a
Is
token
Saar
to get a
really
relic
that-
frag, and now he has 3 relic frags, so he can make a relic. And we've got fucking Mahak attacking Saar's home.
Living up to your nickname as a silent assassin.
What are you talking about? You've activated me, mate.
No, I mean that you're not talking.
Interesting. Okay.
That's all it is. I'm not sore at all. I just love.
That is a bit of a well-known style from Mendicant, that he likes to keep his cards very close to his chest.
Oh, for sure. And after this, I'll probably
Of all the home systems to take, the Saar one is.
Yeah, I mean he's taking.
Alright, I'll roll for the
He's just trying to hurt what's it called? CoolGuy in a way that he actually gets a token, and the Saar home system's the easiest way.
Right,
You'll
because
even take a
it's sort of
planet.
fairly lightly defended.
Yeah, exactly. So I assume what the next
Oh, yeah,
action will be
you have to
is
roll for the rift to get there, though.
Yeah, but he brought a lot of ships. He only needs to destroy a destroyer, and if he keeps the infantry, then
Okay.
he gets a planet. Oh, he didn't even bring. Oh no, he did bring an infantry. It's just on top of the dreadnought.
No.
Yeah, and this way you get to hit Tsar sort of doubly. You get to
None from you.
grab their token,
Space combat.
which is a nice little bonus for Mahakt, but also you're just taking some resources away from Tsar, because Tsar never really wants to spend the time to come and recapture those, like, 3 resources worth of planets. If they can
Yeah.
avoid it.
So yeah,
Well,
like he's
the
gonna lose a
double
1 resource
retreat.
planet, which isn't a big deal. He loses the
Forgot my
token,
fucking PDS.
but I imagine the
well.
next activation Leonard will do is he'll just activate
So I
Lodor,
told you that PDS was never going to fire.
and then when he activates Lodor, he'll get the token back. So in a way, it's sort of at least it's Mendicant's like spending influence to get a ceasefire and a fucking a 1 resource planet, because he's going to immediately burn the token, I think, if Leonard activates Lodor, which is it's not the worst, but it's just shitty as Mahakt, you know, when you're trying to get tokens and people are just activating you
Yeah,
after
go
you get
for
the tokens.
Yeah, I can definitely see why it does play in Tsar's interest, but especially when I deal with Extra,
Playing trade.
I think it makes a lot of sense for.
I'll get 3, and I believe you have my TA.
I wonder. I should probably just get rid of the UI. It doesn't matter at this point.
Oh, Esxhaton. I thought you said extra.
Sorry, yeah, Esxhaton. Sorry, is that how I say it? Esxhaton. All right, so you get 3 from my TA.
Yep.
All right, go.
It's not. Is the overlay not working? Is it?
No, the overlay is working.
I'll
It's just
do it.
What do you mean the in-game UI?
I've got like the actual like TTS buttons. And I don't really know if they're any use, so I might just get rid of them.
Yeah, no. I usually hide the top and left button.
Yeah.
So and yeah,
It'd
I've
be
tried
nice
to
if I could
reconnect
like
the server and
hide.
timed out again.
Get rid of this. And so
Sorry, what was that?
I'll give you 3. Zorp.
Okay.
I timed out
It's a free refresh.
trying to reconnect to the server. I'm gonna
Yep. Okay.
see if I can do a workaround so that I can
And I'll wash your 1.
actually watch the game.
X minus
I
1. CoolGuy.
Yes, please. I'll grab my 2.
Mendy gets.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? I can't remember.
Just pinning this one.
Oh, it'd be no. I can't hide the UI because then I don't see the chat. I remember now.
Extra for a dread.
It'd be nice if you could like hide everything
Sorry,
but the
I'll
chat
wash straight away.
and the
So if you go into the you absolutely can. If you go into the TTS config, so you just go into like menu
Options?
configuration,
Oh, you don't.
then interface. You can turn off.
Oh, Esxhaton.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the
you're right.
interface tab. There's one to turn off the button at the top on the left. Yeah.
Fine. So 3 each.
All right. Good thing we got you in, Muffin. Good shit. So I think I can turn on.
It sounds like there's some interesting trade deals going on right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we've just got trade happening. I mean, trade's pretty. He'll just X minus 1 everyone except Extra will get X minus 2. Because that's what's been happening every fucking round. But maybe not. Necro's got 1,000,000 tokens because Ixion just happened. And Necro
Yeah,
got
right. Of
Crimson
course,
Legionnaires
they
off of
just got
Ixion.
all the tokens.
Yeah. I don't even.
Ixion going tech is so nice for Necro. You just get so many tokens, and suddenly the whole board becomes a smorgasbord of tech that you want to eat.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. And look, as I said, you know, Leonard activates fucking Lodor, so Mendicant has to spend the token.
Sorry, is it on?
Which is
Mm-hmm.
very annoying for Mendicant, I'm sure.
Put it in my tactics. Oh, you put it in tactics. All right, cool.
If there was any sort of aggression coming from the other
Is
side.
there another place he can snipe the token? Right.
Probably not. Yeah, I think that's actually it. So, but to be honest, like, you know.
Well, this can be a bit of a problem as Mahak against Tsar, because they like to keep their units like in these big chunky, fleets and balls, as the infamous Tsar balls. It can be quite hard to snipe the token.
Oh no, for sure. Like, it's definitely a thing.
Or to refresh
sorry,
it
I'm
once
just,
you've had to use
like,
it.
it's definitely what you're talking about is definitely a thing. I was just reading the chat. Like, for example, if you're playing Mahawk against something like Muat, it can be like a real challenge to get the Muat token. Because usually the only ship that you can access by the Muat player is usually the War Sun.
Yeah. And
But Go on.
Did it not come up?
Yeah. And you really want that one as well, because their
because
commander's
it's
very strong.
extremely high value, the other Muat one. Probably one of the best commanders in the game, but it's just really fucking hard to
Yeah.
get. I should probably do like the
I
invest.
think you almost have to try and like in past them and just win a ground combat, right?
I think you just gotta do a negotiation probably. If that's like the only easy way to do it, you've just got to talk them by and be like, I'll give you X trinkets just to retreat, probably. Obviously it's difficult to do that because Muat probably doesn't want to retreat.
Yeah.
Because they probably want to do stuff with the War Sun later in the round, but you've got to try figure out something. Esxhaton when transit dies, that's interesting.
Yeah, maybe you wait till the War Sun's already locked down and then try and do one of those deals then.
Yeah, but the issue is as well, like Mahawk users typically they use things like fucking cruisers, so War Suns will just shred cruisers. So it is just a real struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Fortunately, you won't have to worry about that in this game, but you know.
Oh yeah, right. I have to flip this.
We have tech happening.
True. No Muat in the pool for round 1.
That's true.
We've got some very high-powered factions in this draft. I'll be interested to see if we end up with some bottom-feeding factions in the next round.
No, I mean I think that's where it's going. We had tech happen. I'll just go around speaker order. Titans got transit. Necro didn't tech, obviously. Esxhaton got null field, as they said they would. Or did they? Can't remember. They might not have had that before. I don't think CoolGuy is teched yet. CoolGuy may not have actually. I think CoolGuy missed tech. No, so Green didn't tech because he spent all his planets on a War Sun. Oh no, on the flagship. And Leonard also, I don't think, teched because he spent all his resources on a War Sun.
Yeah, it kind of influences my current action.
Sort of sloppy to miss tech, but it is what it is. Yeah, CoolGuy doesn't use it. Green doesn't use it. Esxhaton got transit. Where's Mahawk?
Well,
Mahawk,
this
by
is the
looks of it,
thing
got
after
Ada.
After Ixtian rolls into tech, right? A lot of these guys are going to be ahead of the tech path they were expecting for this round.
Yeah,
and so maybe the extra resources spent on some troops or objectives with spendy objectives kind of makes some sense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you have such limited times to tech, and you
Yeah,
know,
look, I'm with you, man. I'm a whore for tech. I will tech every round if I can. But
I wouldn't say that I like try to tech as much as possible. Like there are times where I'll pass up the tech card, for example, but you know, if someone like Leonard has chosen to go like double red as Sar, you know, he's basically getting like luxury techs off of Ixion, things that aren't on like the beaten path, getting War Suns and shit, and now he's not teching, which is, I mean, like if he had something like War Sun, you know, oh not War Sun, sorry, if he had like Light Wave, other blue techs, you know, he could actually be like a real threat to Mendicant, and then they could actually be having like proper conversations. Malice. Is that Malice this round? Yeah, Malice is coming this round. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean that's really good for Titans because they have a huge influence problem. So getting Malice will be really good for him. Yeah, CoolGuy did not use the tech. That's right. Mendicant got AI dev, pretty standard. He already had 2 unit upgrades, so it's just money. And I think Cabal, double tech Geranium, and War Sun. So yeah, I mean, Manbear's just chilling. He's just getting tech. I think he's had tech at least twice, maybe 3 times. And he's Master of Sciences for 2 of them times he's used tech.
Oh, that's dirty.
Worth of tech, like, yeah.
Oh, that's so dirty. And look, I know I've played a fair few games with Manbear, and tech is definitely his favorite strategy card. I'm in an async game with him now where he's Sardak and he's had tech 2 rounds in a row. He's a very happy boy.
Yeah. I mean, now might be the actual best time to like do some player intros. I probably should have done them like last session so people actually know who they're watching, but if anyone doesn't actually know who these people are,
Actually, no, sorry.
does the stream actually have the overlay with the names? Yes, it does.
Do that right not.
Why doesn't it have Esxhaton's name? The hell?
Oh,
Maybe I'll put on the player names just because it doesn't have Esxhaton's name. Where is it?
yeah.
I think it's good to keep that one in the top right. You can, if you reload the game data, it might update the names in the overlay and put Esxhaton in.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He was running late, I think, and so you might have loaded the data before he was in.
Yeah, that could be a point. I'll refresh it later. While there's nothing happening, I'll just do a fucking intro for all these players. I think I'll just introduce Manbear first because I know him the most probably. Manbear's a vet 3. He's probably one of the best players on the server. I don't know who the best is, but he's definitely up there.
You don't know who the best is, Warlord Moon?
I don't know.
Maybe I think that there's a heated discussion for the players who are probably sitting in the top 5 to 10 players, and I think trying to say that any one of them is better than the other is a very fruitless discussion, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely think Manbear is probably within the top 5. He loves tech. He does lots of Simpson references. Manbear is actually known outside of the Discord as well, the Australian Discord.
Well, he plays a lot of games with the Euro morning crowd, right?
Yeah, he definitely used to. I think the Euro morning crowd has sort of like died down a bit, but he definitely used to be in a lot of their games, and he's even gotten a few Euro morning people to come here, like Space Lawyer.
That's true. Yeah, I played a game with Space Lawyer not long ago, and he's a force to be reckoned with. I'm a fan.
Yeah. But yeah, Manbear is easily probably one of the best 5 within the best 5 players of the server, I would say. He's got an interesting playstyle. I feel like he can just open his mouth and then he'll get anything he wants.
Where's that? Sorry.
Just here. I'll bring in a cruiser, and if I get a hit, I won't sustain.
Yeah. Okay. You can't retreat out though.
That's why if I get a hit, I won't sustain it. If you agree not to fire your PDS and everything, I'll just bring in the one dude.
Yeah, alright, go on. I don't really want to retreat out, is all.
Yep. I'm hoping I'll get a hit on the first go.
Alright, so have they fucking premeditated what?
Well,
Watch that one fucking...
No, so
no, they have not.
It sounds like the deal is that he's not going to PDS.
No, I'm talking about Titans. Because Titans is Hell Titan too.
So Titans might just fuck this all up for...
Yeah, and now Esxhaton is going to...
little deal.
Exactly, and Esxhaton's about to bleed him dry. Because...
So you should, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, he should.
Necro hasn't managed to pick up
to be honest.
Saturn engines from Titans yet, have they?
No, they have. They negotiated for it.
They did
very
a
early in the
deal.
game. So yeah, this is a Saturn engine. It can sustain.
We can do that.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Fuck, I missed the deal.
And no cards from me. Any cards from you, Gordo?
No.
They came to some sort of arrangement.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, sorry. No, it's from you. Alright, I'll grab Duranium.
Here we go. Watch me fucking die.
Now I've got Uranium Saturn engines up. Wonderful.
Oh boy. You ever had to face down the NES Uranium Saturn engines, man?
I had it.
Oh fuck! I'm so sorry, God.
In that Franken game, I think I had it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh right, yeah.
I think I had it.
Drafted
I remember. At the very least, I drove Saturn engines.
Can I get a trade good compensation?
Yeah, but
in the IRL tournament in Melbourne this year, I was playing Titans, and
if he sustains,
Troll, who's in game 1, he was playing Necro, and in order to win slay me in round 5, Barony fed him NES and Uranium, and he already had my Saturn engines, and he flew in about the equivalent of about 30 dreadnoughts into one system to win Slamy.
Incredible.
It will come as no surprise that he did end up winning the game as well.
Shit.
Any salvo?
We've got signal jamming coming out. No
Ooh.
sabotage.
Yes.
Oh fuck,
Signal
Mendicant's
jamming
mad.
is one
He's
of those
throwing his flagship around.
really.
So fucking Mendicant, like,
Oh boy.
I can't remember why the system is activated, but he deactivated it, and now it's been signal jammed again after Sara's denied him like 2 tokens. So Mendicant is actually kind of getting fucked up, if I'm
Oh,
being
that's
honest.
such a nasty play. That
Yeah.
I love that.
No, it's good. It's very good.
Wait for them to deactivate the system and then re-lock it down.
Yeah, it's really bad for Mendicant
That'll throw a
because
huge
now he
spanner in the
can't
works, right? Because with
What do you say?
no, you go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, you know, now he's only got 2 tactics. He can predictive and
Oh,
move
wait,
shit
no, I
around.
wanted to do it on a cultural. I wanted to do it on a.
I was gonna say, that he can't build potentially now, but maybe he can.
I think you have
If he follows Warfare, I think he can build. I mean, if he follows Warfare, he can build, but then he misses out on Diplo. No, he doesn't miss out on Diplo because he's still got his agent. Never mind. He's okay. But obviously his amount of plays has been reduced.
Oh, it's
Because
not
if he
what I
want
want.
to actually do what he wants to do, he has to spend another token, which is really fucking bad.
I'll.
Yeah, he might have to slim down whatever his plan for the round was, because
But I can almost guarantee he's going to feel
when you
some
play
sort of
Mahawk,
pressure.
it's my experience that you. Well, that's it, because you have to spend a lot of time planning ahead as Mahawk to work out exactly how many tokens you're going to need to unlock the systems you want.
Exactly, yeah. And things like signal jamming just completely ruin the math. So now Mendicant, I don't know if he even commits to trying to unlock this fleet or if he just tries to chill. But I bet he feels the pressure to try and get a one of Leonard's tokens. Maybe not actually, because Mendicant will pick before him. I doubt Mendicant will sell him Speaker. So Mendicant will just pick like leadership or some shit because he's got no fucking tokens, and then he'll probably attack Leonard first action. But that would be my guess of what might happen. But it's I feel like Mendicant is investing a lot, and as it stands, Sara's not invested anything so far. Also, I didn't even realize Sara's got Warfare. Like he can just smash the fucking Rigel fleet. So Mendicant is really like very much on the clock, trying to find a token somewhere. I don't know where he's gonna find it. Maybe. No, it can't be the home system because it's already activated it. Yeah, this is rough actually. I think Mendicant's actually in a pretty fucked position. I think it's time to start negotiating, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, well, that's the question, Old Wolf. Like, if Mendicant tries to unlock this fleet again, he has just spent like 5 tokens or something like that on this fleet in this round alone, which is just, it's a lot. But I mean, I think Leonard's gonna start hitting him, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, back to the intros. As I said about Manbe, he's just a cool dude. He's very friendly, and because he's so friendly, people just like let him get away with like crazy shit, which is interesting. Like for example, I've heard.
Yeah,
like,
well, he has a maybe a bit more of a deal makey vibe
yeah, no,
than
for
some
sure.
of the other Hell Mode players, I would say.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Manbe, sorry, is a very chill person in comparison to someone like Mendicant. Mendicant will just like sort of do stuff, whereas Manbe will kind of like talk to you and persuade you that it's a good thing. And shit. Moving a shitload to Malice. I don't know what the cultural deck looks like, but it's probably a bunch of crap. Yeah, it's a frag. Who gives a fuck? I guess green gives a fuck.
Oh, maybe
No,
not.
there's two. There's two.
You wanna?
So yeah, Manbe likes making deals. He likes Simpsons memes, etc. I guess next on the plate is Esxhaton. To be honest, I don't actually know much about Esxhaton. I do remember that I think I played with Esxhaton on his first ever game on the server. He was playing next to Jezza,
wow.
and Jezza was kind of just like fucking him, which is funny.
Yeah.
It was fucking
It's
me,
classic
Jezza.
Jezza.
Yeah, and this was like ages ago. This was pre-POK.
I'm using my agent to.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Esxhaton's definitely been playing a fair amount of time. I'm not surprised that he came up through the Jezzarobi School of Hard Knocks, because he plays very frequently in the Hellfish Sunday games. He's quite a reserved player, I find. I played a game with him IRL, and like he'll keep his plans under wraps most of the time. But
I do think
he's got a real eye for when to pick his opening, which is definitely something I'm trying to work on. The last game I played with Esxhaton, you were in as well, Moon, and I definitely picked my moments very poorly in that game because
Yeah, you kind of got fucked.
I got fucked because I tried to fuck you in round 2 or something.
Yeah, you were doing some weird
forgetting
shit.
that Mahak could unlock systems.
Yeah. That was
It was
an interesting game. But in the end, you kind of got the last laugh because what's it called? You've been kind of like fucked by both your neighbors throughout most of the game. And in the end, one of them took you home, and then another person at the table basically called the game, and then the game ended. So
yeah, well, that was the thing.
In a way, you got your revenge.
I don't know that I effectively got much revenge. My whole, after sort of blowing my game, I kind of tried to just cause a lot of chaos at the table by getting everyone else to go to war and hoping that I might be able to rebuild in the ashes. But
yeah,
sadly, Esxhaton was playing Arborek and could just sit on me, and it didn't matter that the other players were all going at each other's throats, because Arborek don't move once they're in place, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And to be honest, I feel like the war that you and Esxhaton had was really fucking bad for Esxhaton. Because I felt it limited his options.
Right.
Split a card with me.
Have we got a null field happening?
Can you
have a null field.
let me see what I get after this?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, let me just do this first. You gonna null field me, Nick?
No null field. Man, I think you.
Oh,
wait.
Null field.
Honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a crack at the planet.
Oh, then.
Oh.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna null field that.
Alright.
Null field happens. I think Necro should try to get null field. I think null field is infinitely better than Crimson's. But we'll see.
It's not your turn right now.
We can do it in the action.
Yeah, I mean, because Necro have the tokens to burn, right?
Yeah, exactly. In this game, Necro can use it a lot easier than Esxhaton can. That's for fucking sure. Because Esxhaton's getting fucked. But yeah. What's that noise? Oh, it's 4B. But yeah, back to Esxhaton.
I didn't think you could do a transaction.
There are some people who have played a lot with Esxhaton talking in the chat.
Yeah.
4B is saying that he has a plan and sees it through. He identifies his path and does it. Slays who needs to be slayed.
You could do it.
Yeah, it's pretty generic, but it's probably true.
Clicking end turn, you can still do it.
But,
you can do it
yeah.
at any time.
I think that's.
Yeah.
Oh, and
well,
Esxhaton is, I think, a vet too.
Esxhaton is easy
You still have in the turn
in this field because he only had one veteran stripe tag, but I think
Yeah,
that's
he's only that one.
I think he's probably in that regard because veteran promotion games. Like he doesn't have a huge amount of time to play, but he's always playing with the top guys.
That's just how I've always played it.
In some of the hardest 14-point games as well.
Uprising on Atlas No Sabo.
Yeah. No, sorry 4B. I'll try to put it on the activations next time. We got an activation. Zooming right in. Oh my god, we got a mining world. That was worth the zoom. Oh, that was just a move to get a mining mode, I guess.
God.
Rejoin the
Want it?
man. You could let me in.
Not yours.
Yeah, I was fishing for that as well.
I thought you might have been. Am I doing any other movement? No, I don't think I am.
Oh, you're having issues with something.
That's
I understand.
literally all I wanted to do.
But yeah. I think Esxhaton is just, he's a hellfish. He's quiet, he's calculating. I think he's very much like Mendicant. Maybe to a lesser degree though, I'm not sure. Next round is Zorp, playing Necro. Zorp is...
Expedition. I get rid of the infantry.
Very good.
Planet.
And he knew it was an expedition because it was the last one, so that's just pure value.
Yeah.
Wait, why did he...
So
If he knew it was... Oh, it's the same. I'm an idiot. Next round is Zorp. He used to have a different name.
Sol Goodman.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're here for me.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time. I'm just chilling, letting you and Muffin take it over. Yeah, no, Zorp came in and had like what 6 games where he just got beaten the hell up the entire time. And then something flipped, and he just realizes now he has to be as aggressive as he possibly can.
Yeah, and I mean, look at him go. He's playing fucking... He's playing Necro. He's got Geranium Saturn engines.
Yep,
I think he'll have Nullfield next turn. Maybe this coming. He might get Nullfield this turn if he just activates the triple planet. Fuck, that triple planet is actually pretty juicy. If he can get a lot there, it's definitely worth doing.
Would be sad.
That's a Sartek. Fucking...
Muffin is knocking on the chat door. I think you have to let him in.
Oh, I didn't realize he fucking left. My bad. I haven't got a request.
Oh yeah, Muffin, you gotta hit the door.
I don't see anything saying to accept the invitation.
Yeah, that's on you, Muffin. You figure this out. Anyway, Zorp is here. Zorp is one of the first people to sign up for the tourney. Zorp is mad keen and just goes out at hell for leather, should I say. I think I've heard him say like he's a little bit scared of the hellfish and he'll play into that a little bit, but he could hold his own in that group, I reckon, because he understands what it's about, when he has to drop a token, when he has to move in, all that sort of stuff. Very solid player. Very happy to have him here. And I wish he just used his old name Sol, to be honest.
It was a better name, but he said it was like too confusing when Sol was in.
Yeah, when people play Sol. Simple thing, just no one play Sol. Done.
I mean, yeah, I fucking watched Better Call Saul. I thought it had a really fucking good ending. It was a really good show. But,
I've never seen it. I've never seen Breaking Bad. I've got that entire
well,
TV
I'll definitely
epic.
recommend Breaking Bad over Better Call Saul, but that's just because Breaking Bad's really fucking good. And I think
I've had people say the opposite, the exact opposite.
Really, they think Better Call Saul's better. Interesting. You not getting it? No. Okay, I think maybe I should restart this this Google Meet.
Sure.
I think that'll be the easiest way. So,
go silent for a bit. See you on the other side.
Yes. Let me just fucking fix this shit. Alright, hopefully we'll get our co-commentators back in a sec.
Well, blah blah blah.
I assume that's Muffin. What's up?
I don't know. What do you want us to say, man? Like,
you could say anything, Gordo, and it would sound good.
We're freaking deep thinkers here. Some of these guys are.
For our new viewers, this is Twilight Imperium 4. It's a space opera simulator played over 4 phases. Phase 1 is the strategy phase. We're now in the action phase.
What did you do, Nick?
Can you hear me at all?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I am, yeah.
Alright, all good, all good.
Mooney,
So yeah, now we got.
Lord, I'm also jackass whenever I play with anyone.
Oh my god,
Big time. Big time jackass.
So
this guy, dude.
he lose my alliance.
Yep. You gonna give it back?
I seem to be able to get either you or. Oh no, here he is. Alright, very good.
Build this turn.
Alright.
Yeah, the issue is when I put my headphones in,
If you give me a
you can't hear me anymore, but I'm worried that you're going to hear
that I ask her.
feedback.
I feel like 'cause I've bought this, I shouldn't lose it.
Sorry, what did you say, Muff?
Well, no,
Well,
that's not how it works. But I'm
okay,
happy to give
no,
it.
take it back. That's fine. You can take it back.
Maybe you can make it part of. So I can give it to you, obviously. Okay, let's do the combat and stuff first.
Alright, let's see. Trying again. Let's go. Space
So
combat.
this is just for the nibble, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so we've got a nibble happening. I don't know what he's after.
Abilities pre-combat.
I would assume it's maybe transit. Very much doubt it's Hell Titan.
Alright,
That's for sure.
that's my hit.
5 hits, huh?
5 hits, baby. I'll grab transit.
It's actually an insane roll by Esxhaton to get 5 hits there.
And I'll grab an AC.
He's tooling up, this guy. Uranium, transit. Yum, yum, yum.
Yummy, yummy,
Yeah,
yummy.
transit.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Even the infantry's around.
Rid of. I don't think I'm ever going to use. I might. Let's get rid of War Machine.
Yeah, Zorp's just, he's solid. He's just solid. Next up, I
Yeah.
guess, would be Nick.
Zorp's one of those players I think that has improved tremendously recently as well.
Yeah, for sure. 100% agree. Next up
He,
is Nick. I played with Nick once.
Bruiser.
I won, because I'm the best. But, I'll down on stream. That's a...
How's that for, Burner? I'm talking. So, I want to put more plastic on the board. All right. Let's see.
Thanks for explaining why you're putting more plastic on the board.
So why are you putting more plastic?
Because I don't have enough. I got blue in my slice.
Alright, Muffin should hopefully be a bit quieter on the stream now. I've just turned down his gain a bit.
To kick him out. So I'm going to activate Corman.
But, I mean, I've made you...
There's no mech there, but does anything happen? Oh. Alrighty.
Wow.
Wow. So the aggression continues.
No.
No, you just can't move.
Okay. Cannot move units to the active system. Okay, cool. Then I will end my turn.
Yeah, Muffin, don't worry about like fucking with Discord or anything. Just talk now.
I got my ceasefire back.
Because
because I'm on my phone and I can put Discord in. I just need to make sure that you're not getting any feedback from Discord.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Well, let me.
But I thought Mendicant said he actually gave the SAR ceasefire, but he didn't. So he lied. Does that mean that he maybe broke a deal with Extra on the agenda phase? I've got no idea. But the aggression continues, and I think Mendicant has basically exhausted every single defensive tool that he has, trying to defend against this onslaught that SAR's doing. And at this point, SAR has basically spent a single token, because they've gotten a token back twice when they've activated Mendicant. So I think it's about to get really rough for Mendicant, but there might be something that I'm missing.
Necro.
At the very least, I think Mendicant will lose the Rigels this round.
Same.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the table is turned on him.
I want to have the airspace. I don't want to stink you
Not even so much the table as just fucking CoolGuy. Fucking... They could be like completely ruining Mendicant's game if also for Manbear was also in on this. But Manbear's just doing his own thing. He's just building War Suns.
When it's time.
So
It's a nice place to be fair. Just chilling out, building War Sun while everybody tears each other apart.
Oh no, for sure. 100%. And like I can't You know, like I think Mendicant's had a pretty good game, but I just can't get over the fact that he just looks so
I
thin.
want to make space for
He just doesn't look like he has much ships on the board,
win against this
and
guy.
I feel like that's just a weakness of Mahawk's.
Yeah, I
well.
think I really like to play Mahawks with early trade and just really try and beat yourself up because you do get outclassed
I'll take your
plastic wise if you don't.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. I mean, that shit on Rigel, he built most of that in a single build. It was a 20 resource build, and this is
Yeah, wow.
the aftermath. Like it's not doing anything. it's
Yeah, it just does
actually
nothing.
relatively weak in comparison to like his neighbors, which is a shame. But yeah, that's just how it is. Because Mahawk just has no production really. You need a strong production
Yeah,
area.
definitely. You definitely need to solve their production early, and well, because he got hit by that
Is capture on?
signal jamming,
Oh,
he wasn't able to like double up on production either, right?
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, he probably had like tokens dedicated to like producing more, you know, and he's had to like change his plans completely with his tokens because of the signal jamming.
Whisper.
And the value that he was supposed to get with that fleet by deactivating it, it can't happen anymore because there's no tokens. So
Yep.
it's just, it's rough. It was actually a really clutch signal jamming, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it was a huge, huge moment. I wonder if oh, and the prior alliance between Mahawk and Extra has sort of turned because Sarah's turned his attention elsewhere. Mahawk
Yeah, I
could have
mean,
paid for
I thought
the sabotage, right?
the instinct training. There is no instinct
Oh, he
training.
doesn't have instinct training. He has the
He's
other
got
one, right?
null field. Yeah, he's got null field.
Right,
But
because he was being sat on top of. Yeah,
yeah,
it makes more sense. Yeah,
but
of
I
course.
think you're right. I think Mahawk is definitely going to be talking to Extra because Extra has not played their strategy card.
Didn't come to a peaceful resolution, so he's talking to Green.
Ah.
What are you talking about? That's actually
No, it's not. I think it's always about me, man.
no, settle down, cool guy.
This narcissist, this cool guy, man. But no, I definitely 100% think Blue is talking to Green. They're going to be talking about the Mahawk agent for sure, because Green has not played Diplo. So Mendicant is going to be persuading Green to go into fucking
To
the
hit
3 planet.
Star in the back now.
Yeah, exactly.
Zorp.
Either on the 3 planet or on Aranamir, but the 3 planet. I mean, you can't hit the Aranamir, but you can hit the 3 planet. But I mean, if you fuck with that system cannot retreat. So you would delete a space dock if Green goes in there with sufficient numbers.
Oh, yeah, you're quite right. In fact, all of the space docks are a bit exposed in that way, right?
Yes, but the other space docks are very strong. But that space dock is not so strong because it's next to Longkara and a million mechs with Graviton. So all the ships will die.
Diplo here.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, you talking about the dock on Aranamir or the one right in front of the extra home on the Astros Abaddon Loki?
he can't reach what's it called? Aranamir. So he has to go to the
Yeah.
3 planet. And even if he could go to Aranamir, I don't think he could win that.
Turns when I will.
There's too many fighters in my
Yeah, too
opinion.
many fighters, right?
Yeah, 100%. But that fight next to his home is easy, and it doesn't look like he can retreat, so it's -1 space dock. But
Yeah, and this is the time, right? You need to put some brakes on the Sarball train.
I mean, we'll see. Like Saar could just move out right now. I think he can.
I'm going to play Industrial Initiative and Gang.
Yeah, and you don't really want to move in and anger Sar after you've done a deal with them while their Warsun is unlocked, right?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
want to
I
wait.
mean, the Warsun is in range still.
Yeah, a lot
And
of Sar's fleet is in range.
on our law, let's be real, it's not very well defended. Like,
Yeah.
Chaos Map a single mech and that system is taken by Saar for sure. And he gets 2 trade goods out of it. He gets 2 trade goods and 2 planets. Like, it's good. Saar wants to be doing that sort of shit. But yeah.
And
I mean, speaking of extra, I guess we'll talk about Nick. I've only played with Nick once, but the one thing I know is that he's very friendly. He's a very kind
Yeah.
player, and I think it's maybe not working to his advantage in this sort of game.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. I think Nick's like a very talented player, and when I played with him early on in our respective TI careers in the Green tournament, he was seeing lines that I hadn't even thought of at that stage. You know, I was about 10, 15 games deep at the time, and he ended up winning the Green tournament by using a enigmatic device to tech fleet logistics into 2 in 4 colors or something like that.
Yeah, beast.
And like none of the rest of the table saw it coming, even though we were trying to win slay him. We thought we had so much more time.
So he was like missing the blue tech he needed for 2 and 4.
Yeah,
He
that's
got the
it.
blue tick as fleet log, and then he just instantly imperialed to score it.
That's it. And we thought we had like another turn because
Yeah.
none of us saw the fleet log play. And that's the kind of thing when you've only played 5 to 10, maybe 15 games, you're not going to be thinking that many layers deep.
Yeah, I mean that's still a pretty cute play, pretty sick play.
Yeah, exactly.
And 4B's asking in the chat, did Nick maybe have a chance to not be kind this game? And you know, he put himself in a position where he probably didn't have the chance to not be kind. He's been spending a lot of resources, which is not so great. But yeah. I mean, I think he's getting back his slice. His victory points are. What do you think?
I was just saying that's a good place to start. You know,
Yeah,
get some finals back.
Yeah, like he gets back his slice. He's not actually like doing too bad on the scoring because he's only been doing scoring. Like if he can just get into a position where he can just chill, then he's probably okay. He will recover.
I mean, like the slice that he picked is not the ideal extra slice. You only get what +1, +2, plus about 4 plus 4 for the slice off your hero. Not counting your
this
system.
this extra slice is not good, but
yeah,
he gets like an extra 6 resources from it.
But it does have one thing that I think is really good for the new extra, which is a red skip. So he got those early war signs.
Hold on. Oh shit.
But the problem is he can't afford them just yet. So we'll
yeah. But he'll get there.
I also picked extra in this draft, and I'm in between a Sardak and a Sar, and I'm somewhat terrified about how that game's going to go.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I hate being next to Sardaks. Fuck Sardak, honestly. I don't think Sardak's very good, but they're very threatening, which is really annoying.
Yeah. You just need to survive the first onslaught, I think, against Sardak.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nanoforge was played, and I regretted my placement. That's all.
Where do you place it? You put it here. That is.
I know, and he has to go be in the agenda.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice of where to put Nanoforge. It's a little too far forward for my liking.
But if you can think about whether.
In some respects, yes. But I think the only person who would threaten Nanoforge is probably Mahakt. And I don't think Mahakt will want to take Nanoforge because they've got Shard.
Right.
So
yeah. Of course, because he's on the Shard, he's not really inclined to take another legendary.
Exactly.
My only feeling is that putting the Nanoforge there does make it so that Sar no longer really wants to move this fleet or keep it mobile, because they want to protect that planet.
It depends.
Whereas I feel like the fleet back on Aranamir, for example, that fleet wasn't going anywhere. You know, that one's pretty different.
Yeah, but at the same time, the fact that he chose to put a Nanoforge on a resource planet probably means that he didn't want to put it on Aranamir. I think he wants to be using Sakulag as a source of resources, rather than using the Nanoforge as a source of 2 influence. I think putting it on Lazar would have been better if he ever gets biostims, but at the same time...
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking, is could he have gotten some biostims value out of it?
I think he could have, but maybe at this point of the game it might be too late to get biostims. I think maybe at this point in the game, if you get biostims, it's probably for the purposes of just refreshing Sling Ray. Which is probably better than refreshing any planet with biostims.
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't really. I mean, SARS has an interesting relationship with Sling Relay, right? Because Chaos Mapping lets you Sling Relay every turn, but doesn't give you the stalls, which is kind of the most powerful part of Sling Relay in the late game.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, did Mencken play Divert Funding?
Where did my biostims go?
Oh no, he just lost biostims. Dude, I was freaking out. I was like, no, there's no way he diverted biostims.
Right, you can't find
There
it.
it is.
Yeah, it's hiding underneath his predicted.
He found it. Very good. Alright,
I
biostims
see
to be found.
that he also got genetic recombination in this game. Does he have? Did he score the 2 faction tech secret?
No. Jezza just said, Jezza said last session, sorry, that Mencken just loves genetic recombination. I don't
Right.
know. I'm pretty critical of genetic recombination. I don't know if it does a lot in some games.
Fucking my tech board.
Yeah, who the fuck is doing that? Because it's not me.
That was you.
That wasn't me then. Over here,
Okay,
a little
Mendicant's
bit.
getting annoyed.
Oh.
I don't know if
Well,
genetic
I can't
recombination has
interact with
necessarily
anything.
done much this game.
It definitely wasn't you or me. Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
He's still on.
I think I've only seen Mahat get it once before, and you were playing them. But I've also seen you play them like 5 times without getting it. So
I just don't think. I think abilities that only have the purpose of interacting with the agenda phase, I just don't think they're very useful.
yeah, I
It's
tend to
just-
agree.
And like you're
Unless they're
wasting.
much more swingy, like the extra stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, the extra stuff. For example, like genetic recombination is just like, oh, you will be forced to vote one vote in the direction I choose. Whereas the
Yeah,
extra
and it's
stuff
going to
is
be
like,
like one person. I mean, maybe the theory behind it, especially in this game, is that there is going to be one person with a lot of control over the agendas, right? It's going to be Extra.
yeah.
But the problem
Exactly.
is Extra also have so much influence that losing one token from fleet pool each agenda is like not that big a deal.
And Mahakt wins a combat against me. If I don't have a token in my bag, what happens?
You have to take one off your sheet.
You have to take one off your sheet.
It comes off the sheet, does it? Oh. Fair enough.
I think that's like all cases where you'd have to take one from your bag, but you can't.
So now Zorp is very afraid of Mahawk fucking with him. So we might see some preemptive action. But it looks like Blue has just whispered Red, so maybe that's fucking Mendicant saying he's not going to bother him. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sort of. Why does Necro have 3 tokens in his strategy at this point in time? Is there a token objective out?
No, I don't think so.
Relieved about that.
He just does.
You have predictive. No.
I think he was just maybe thinking he might get Nullfield.
Ah,
So he was maybe getting a token for Nullfield.
Yeah. If he replaces Crimson Legionnaires.
Yeah, I mean, Nullfield I think is a million times better. It's just a bit tricky to obtain. I think he could have got it, it's just it would have interfered with Green's plans.
Yeah, look, I think Crimson Legionnaires can be fun when you can pull off some shenanigans with Mark, where you just like throw infantry at each other to generate money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he did pass Burner, but he could have maybe went and got the Nullfield. There were some pretty good spots to hit to get Nullfield. He just chose not to do them. Probably because he made a deal with Green not to fuck with him, right? As we can see, they're whispering. Yeah.
I wonder if maybe part of the deal will be
Chaos.
Saw in Astroth Loki saving extra trouble.
I mean, yeah, I think Sal will be moving out. I think.
Well, I'm wondering whether Necro will hit them there before they get the chance to move out.
No, I think Necro is not going to interfere. If he was going to hit him, he would have hit him before he passed.
Chaos
Because
Maverick Cruiser.
if he did hit, if there's no...
Oh wait, Necro passed. Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought it was. I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
realize.
Necro has passed.
Yeah, that surprises me. I think if I were in Necro's shoes there, I would be licking my chops at that little Starfleet.
I mean, yeah, it's some pretty insane value. We've got warfare happening,
System.
I think. No, we don't have warfare
Use my
happening.
forward supply
Never mind.
base.
Alright.
Oh, it's just Zorp preparing
Use
his
my
warfare build.
1 TG
Mind.
for his offer.
Yes, sick.
I'm gonna use my agent.
Oh, you want to buy that?
Right, so SAR's coming back to
space dock up.
take back license 2. And yeah, is bringing that fleet.
Yeah, he's using Mendoza to give it 3 move. So what's he actually going to commit to take back his home?
Is he just bringing a bunch of fighters in there? I mean, that's a bit risky.
I imagine he'll take...
It's probably the carrier as well, right? Does he have carrier too?
Yeah, he does have carrier too. But I think he will not move the
Oh,
stuff...
but he doesn't have gravity drive.
No, he does not have gravity drive. I don't think he'll touch any of the actual ships in that system. I think he will only take...
Right, he takes the space dock and then he takes some ships from Aaron and Mia.
Yeah, correct. That's what I would do. And then he's just going to move out the rest of it later. If, I mean, Esxhaton's passed, so yeah, there's no pressure to actually move. But I'm sure he will move because I think that's the deal they made.
Bring 4 fighters.
And Mannequin's fleet has no HP. Like,
Oh, you mean this one in this? I would barely even call this a fleet in license.
I mean, yeah, it's barely a fleet, but it's worth 6 resources. Like,
That's true, and yeah, Mark can barely afford to be blowing 6 resources right now when I look at the fleets on every side of them.
Okay.
No.
yeah, I mean, I think
Did I discard it? I might have discarded it.
I think if Saar gets like 3 hits here, it's just a disaster for Mahakt to be losing so much ships. Even 2 hits is kind of a disaster. It's a rough situation. Extra forward supply base. No, it was Mahakt, right? Yeah, Mahakt played it.
Mahak played the forward supply base. I think he might have given one to Exxon.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It's the classic adage of keep your neighbors weak and your neighbors strong, right?
No one got D.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wild.
But Extra's got a while to go, that's for sure. Mannequin deactivated Extra. I think he wanted him to go in, but he didn't go in, so yeah.
Oh, so he gave him the lift and then he didn't go in.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think Mannequin may not be happy about that. And
Yeah.
dude, fucking CoolGuy's putting in a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much he's taking now. Maybe he foresees another attack by Mendicant.
Dude, how much fleet does he have? So he's got 6 fleet. So he's still under fleet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think CoolGuy just really wants to kill the fucking ships.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Someone wants.
It looks like
a control token on
the entire plan here is weaken Mark a lot and then let Cabal chew him to pieces from the other side.
I just wonder if Manbear is like that sort of player. Is Manbear still in this round? 1 token.
Yeah, look, I don't know that it happened this round because a lot of the Cabal ships are locked down from building.
Yeah. I think next round, if Manbear wants to be aggressive, he can just completely fuck Mahakt. I think like Mahakt...
Yeah, he has to work out how much he can do it without like enabling Titans to completely take over as well.
And look at this. Fucking CoolGuy brings so much shit and he only gets 1 hit.
Wow, 1 hit out of all those dice.
So sad. They roll pretty poorly, but like 2 hits would have been quite huge. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, there were 9 dice rolled there, so was it 7 rolls on 9 or higher? You're statistically going to get 1.5 or something, and then 2 cruises, you should be getting one of those as well.
Yeah, I think so.
101.
Definitely
No.
roll below.
I told you guys I'm not gonna use that PDS this whole game.
You can't try to watch
Oh,
that.
he didn't fire the PDS on.
Gain a trade good.
Fucking cool guy.
How about I get it because of the action cards you got?
Yeah, it's a little sad, but I think this is now the ships are stranded in a grav
How
rift.
about I
There
say
is
with
Crucible,
the,
but he's got to pay for it.
Sorry, with the action card.
Mm.
You got a bit ahead there.
I think he
mean,
might have
that's a big
Crucible.
reprieve, though, I think, for Mahar. If he can get that Crucible, it'll cost him maybe 1-2 trade goods, and he gets to save those 6, and now 10 resources of ships in the grab rift.
Yeah.
And those ships can get some move on them too. Like he has Dreadnought too.
Go into greens.
I think that's being spat out.
Yeah, Crucible is.
I'm gonna spend.
Like those Dreadnoughts can get across the map from there.
They 100% can, yeah.
I'm gonna spend 3. I'm gonna do a build.
They could smash into Titans. They could smash into Mechatol.
And I'll build 4 fighters. Destroyer.
I'd be surprised if they didn't instead maybe just come home and retreat. Actually.
I think those Dreadnoughts may. Man, Management's just in a rough spot. If he wants to do something aggressive with those Dreadnoughts, he should probably hit one of the docks, but CoolGuy's still got moves. He's probably still going to build on this fucking dock with no dudes on it.
I will.
Yeah, he at least builds with it. The question is whether he ever moves.
Thank you. Yeah, cool.
It's interesting. My feelings on Sa coming into this tournament was that they may be a little weaker in 14 point than 10 point, but I feel like I've just seen them be able to get the snowball running better. Is it just that there's less pressure for them to spend time on points, and so they can get those starballs like really beaten?
Yeah. Even if I do agree that maybe Sala is like slightly worse than 14 points, but I still think they're one of the best factions in the game. You can't have abilities like Nomadic and Scavenge and be a bad faction. It's just not possible.
That's a good point. It's actually something I've learned recently by playing a few games of Franken, that like individual abilities like that, you sort of think of them as part of the identity of a faction, but they're just so uniquely powerful sometimes that you can play like a normal faction without moving around the space docks very much, and they're still going to be really good because they just don't need their home system.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like the whole Sarkit in general. Like we can talk about their faction abilities, but also obviously they start with the ability to move and produce, which is extremely powerful. And they get chaos mapping, which is a tech that allows you to be immune from elimination. Like, it's just incredible, honestly.
And they get the ability to move and produce in a way that doesn't slow them down. Like Arbor take a while to get going, right? But because their move and produce stuff is very tightly limited in the early game.
Yeah, like being able to move and produce as Arborek, obviously you're limited by infantry at the start, but you're also limited by like starting tech and really everything about Arborek's kit. As you say, you're talking about Franken and like the power of individual components. You get Latani on any race that is relatively normal, suddenly that fucking upgrade is fucking crazy.
That's it. I had Latani Behemoths, the mechs, for the first time today in Franken.
Yeah.
And I had Chaos Mapping, and that's not like a reasonable combination.
No, it's not. It really is not. So what have we got? What's Leonard doing? He's just vacating, I think.
He's vacating. As you predicted, he's made a deal to get those ships.
Yeah, just Warlord strategies. What more can I say?
Out, right? That's just like an offering to the...
And
he might try and save it, but I'm not sure. As you say, it's just kind of stranded because this guy doesn't have fucking gravity drive.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just the price you pay.
I would predict that Dreadnought is a sacrificial Dreadnought at this point.
I mean, 4
Yeah,
resources
I'll
are a lot to
spend
sacrifice.
3. I'll build a.
No, I agree with you, but I like.
I
How do
do
you get
agree
it?
that
What
it's
do you
hard to
do
get
with
out. 100%.
You know what?
it?
If he can find something efficient to do with it and like save it from not
Instead of
dying, that's a pretty
spending
big win.
3 trade goods, I'm going to
I think.
use AI development algorithm and only use 1 trade good. So I'll get 2 back.
Man, we're really gonna. CoolGuy may just like explode onto fucking Mendicant this round. We really just have no idea. Maybe
This
he'll
round?
talk a bit about
Well,
CoolGuy.
he can't go any deeper onto Mendicant this round, but you mean the next coming
Well,
round?
he's got Warfare.
He has Warfare still unplayed?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's using
So-
his commander to build fighters with the War Sun. So he's
Of
building, he's putting
course.
HP on that
He can
fleet.
build
Like,
unlocked fighters up here at the front.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
He's just going to lift that token and destroy the Arlecon, right? And I think that might be it for Mendicant.
Maybe not, might be it, but definitely it's a huge
I mean,
setback.
he's going to be very, very far behind if he loses that fleet on the Rigels.
Oh, for sure. I don't know if he'll lose it. He'll probably try to retreat it, but yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
rough.
look at this fleet. It's going to be a War Sun,
All right.
Dreadnought,
I'm going to play Warfare.
and like 8 fighters.
Yeah. And look at this. It's now the CoolGuy show. He's managed to sell out the whole table.
Machine on the secondary. There's a
1,
2, 3.
You're right. It won't be the end of March because he saved enough. Oh, he's got so many. Look, why is Mendicant sitting on 14 trade goods?
I think it's just production problems.
Yeah, right. He doesn't have the production to keep up.
He was saving trade goods for this Warfare build as well.
Yeah, well, that's certainly what it looks like.
So yeah.
Did he have a forward dock in the system?
Mendicant, he never had a forward dock.
He's never had a dock.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether it maybe got like
Everybody good for
blown up like with an action card.
No, he's never had the privilege of having a forward dock.
Finalizing.
And he didn't even get the Rigels. Saar moved into the Rigels before he did, which was a very good play because Saar got $1 million from doing it.
Yeah. Mendicant, with $14 in the bank, spends 3 resources to build some infantry and fighters at home.
Ah, I see.
I mean, that's just the state that he thinks he's in.
I'll just move this.
He just thinks he needs to have fucking infantry, I think.
Just to commit it.
I wonder.
He doesn't think he can win any space battles with his production. He just thinks he needs to commit to fucking to ground combats.
Yeah.
And you know, if CoolGuy does take the Rigels, Crimson Legionnaires are going to start happening. There's going to be 11 infantry at home. At the very least, you're probably not losing your home.
Okay, you just.
Yeah.
But I would not be surprised if Mendicant lost the Rigel, Saldor, and maybe even Atlas. It's a rough situation. And honestly, like, kudos to CoolGuy for just completely fucking him up.
Yeah.
The signal jamming. I mean, he fucking CoolGuy got ceasefire 3 times this round by Mendicant, and it's
Yeah,
just.
wow. And you know, it's
he's
really
still-
interesting because when we started this session today, you were talking about how you thought that Mendicant as Mahak had gotten away with so much in the last couple of rounds.
And now he's getting completely fucked.
That's it. Yeah, it's come back to bite him, right? He got away with it, but the greed, he didn't have the plastic to back it up.
It's kind of a Frankenstein's monster situation. He's been giving Saar these token lifts. He's been allowing Saar to go into the slice of Esxhaton. And now he's turned around.
And he thought it would last, and that's
He
the
did.
problem.
All right, I'll wait for this.
Saar has turned around. He thought that with, you know, the token, he thought with Star Lancers and the ceasefire he'd be protected against Saar, but it's just not the case.
It's never enough.
To know
It's never enough.
how much he's building.
I have noticed Titans have the Cabal support for the throne. Is that right? Oh no, hang on. It's the white, the SAR support for the throne.
Yeah, it was a diplomatic pressure. So diplomatic pressure got played, and CoolGuy decided to turn into an Imperial Rider.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that play. I quite like giving away support on Diplo riders early in 14 pointers, but I prefer to do it to my neighbors, not the person across the board from me.
Yeah, that is a thing. But the silver lining is that CoolGuy is on Mechatol. No one's making any moves to kick him off at the moment. So
That's
CoolGuy
true.
can stay on Mechatol. If Esxhaton ever wants an Imperial point, he has to sacrifice support. But I don't think CoolGuy... I'm not naive enough to think that CoolGuy's going to sit here the whole game. I don't think that is the case.
Yeah, and I don't think Esxhaton doesn't look like the person who's going to want it. He's already, if he's got that free support and he got custodians, I think he's happy. He doesn't need Mechatol again this game, most likely.
You're right, actually. I forgot that he had the custodians. Yeah, he's got his 2 free points. You're right. He doesn't actually need a
Yeah,
a
as
Mechatol
far
point.
as like Titans go, they're pretty good at scoring 2 points. I think Titans are probably sitting pretty tight in their slice, hoping for spendies, tech objectives, structure objectives. And if the control objectives come out, he'll be happy he's got all this plastic.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, actually. I didn't... Yeah, I completely forgot about custodians. You're right. I think Titans is chilling.
I'm a boss anyway, not using it.
He'll need to pick Imperial at some point, score some objectives, but I would not be surprised if he just sat there for the rest of the game. Honestly.
Yeah. And this is why I love playing Titans. Some players don't like that style where
End of the turn. Okay, done with the secondary.
you play a more defensive game. Though I think the Titans toolkit give you sort of options in that way, right? If you go deeper on the early Saturn engines rather than Hell Titans, you can get out there and be aggressive.
Oh, for sure. I mean, a Hell Titan's just like definitely one of the best units in the game, if not the best.
The Saturn engine?
Yeah, the Saturn engine.
Yeah.
It's just so powerful.
It's practically a dreadnought with 3 movement, right?
Yeah, and it costs half. It's just silly.
Whenever I play Titans, I find it gets to the end of round 2 or early round 3, and I'm like, why can't I build any more Saturn engines? You're only allowed to have 7 of these? Give me more.
You can? Okay.
And look, he's making the mech. He's going into Rigel.
Activate the Rigels.
Yep.
That's it.
Any cards?
Ooh. Okay, Mendicant better hope that he's got a route, because I think that's the only way out.
Everybody's
a route. I mean, even at least a skilled retreat would save the fleet.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Do you need help moving?
Yeah.
He's walking in. Maybe he's ready to fight.
Here, right? You said.
So the one upside here is that because he's had to spend the star token, the Archon will be hitting on 3s. So it's like a mini war sun here.
I have not counted it, but I figure it's
Yeah. The Mahawk flagship, 2 on 3. But it's not enough.
Oh no, it's not nearly enough.
The
that was 3 on 3, and there is a lot of HP to back it up.
Yeah, SAR's got 9 fighters. Like, there's just too much HP.
My guess is that a lot of the setup of this and turning on, I'd love to CoolGuy's brain about this.
Yeah, that's
but
that is
knowing that Mahawk has the shard, I think it behooves SAR and the table to just keep him weak, so that one of them can try and pick off the shard for that action phase win later in the game.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying that it is Mahawked. In some respects, it's good for everyone that isn't going to be getting the shard that the shard belongs to.
How the fuck did that happen?
The Warsun missed.
Well, the Warsun rolled 111.
Yeah, that's
a lot of fighter rolls as well with no joy.
CoolGuy has just been rolling like shit this whole time. Last session, he played a morale boost with like 6 ships, and he got 0 hits. I can't believe that. The Warsun missed all 3 hits.
Yeah, that's actually like.
But he left. Okay, cool.
And yeah, that was a normal retreat.
Yeah, and of course he retreats out the mech, but leaves the 4 Crimson Legionnaires. Because that's just free money.
Yeah, it's money.
I'm gonna bombard Rigel. Any cards before bombardment?
Nope.
God.
Bombard Rigel 2.
Yeah, two fights, and Mahawk have managed to save 6 resources plus 15 resources, like over 20 resources of ships saved because CoolGuy's dice decided to disappear in a time of need.
You guys are not active players. You cannot do
it's very unfortunate, honestly. But
Rigel 3
he's getting these planets at least. He's gonna at least get 2 of them, I'd think.
did not hit.
But it might be.
So
Oh, he had a tread.
with
But yeah, he didn't get the hit anyway.
let's go. Land one guy on Rigel 2.
1 mech on the other, 2 dudes on 2v1.
Land these guys
Yes.
on Rigel 3.
Ah, go for it, man.
Ground combat Rigel 3.
Oh, he's leaving one, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it is the infantry too.
What the
Hey,
heck?
I don't know. I would go for it.
Oh, sorry.
That's just me though.
I'm wondering if there's a reason.
101.
Oh dear.
All right, so I've got just checking my capacity.
Yeah, I would have definitely with I would have put the mech on one and 2 infantry on the other.
2 trade goods, and I will use those 2 trade goods to build 4 fighters. And while I do production, I will.
Oh, he doesn't have sewing tools, I see.
No, he's got random shit.
Get a
He's got 8 of
He
those.
really wanted those war summons.
Yeah, he did.
And I'll get.
You don't see self-assembly Warsun SAR too often.
No, but it's luxury. We should talk about CoolGuy now that there's a lull there.
Yeah.
CoolGuy is
Yeah.
the Galactic Emperor.
We can warp
He
him
made
out.
the server.
That's right. Well, he set up the whole server on which we operate.
That's right. I've had 2 memorable games with CoolGuy. One time I was playing Winnow and NRA and I completely fucked him. And then
Yep.
the other time I was playing Esxhaton and he was playing Cabal and I completely fucked him.
Oh, sorry.
So
I think those are the ones I
I
grabbed.
think Leonard's another one of those players whose natural inclination is to play a sort of more boat floaty.
yeah, CoolGuy's a nice guy.
He is. He's a super sweet guy, and like outside of TI, super lovely as well. When I met him in Melbourne, we had a great time just talking about all sorts of stuff. But I think he has come around to the Hell mode style in the last couple of months specifically, because we played a couple of back-to-back veteran 2 to 3 promotion games together.
Yeah.
And
3 trade goods.
he has definitely been embracing the like plastic first 14-point mentality of like just really making sure you're strong so you can drive through. Well, we're at scoring. Let's have a look what everyone's scoring for the round.
Zorp did make history.
I'm going to score and make history. And
it looks like everyone who can has done the control objectives.
I have a
legendary, the Nanoforge.
And you have to have units.
Oh, but you don't have units.
You don't have
Wow.
units there. Let it.
Oh, fuck.
No units.
Did he not leave a unit behind?
No, he didn't.
Then
A single unit is all he needed.
He always should have.
I'll score 2 tech.
Misplay. In the first place, he should have left a carrier there.
Now he has to burn his safe point. The 2 tech and 2.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's not the worst thing.
2 colors.
It's okay.
It's not. But like you really want to be saving them for a rainy day. In my opinion.
Yeah.
You moved me down when you got your support.
An Imperial round where you just want an extra free point, or
2, 3.
late game initiative shenanigans, especially as SAR because it's like an unblockable point.
Yeah.
All right, everyone done for score.
But he has an unblockable point still available. He's got resources. He can get trinkets.
Uh,
Cabal did threaten enemies.
all right, 2-pointer is.
He did that last round, actually.
That sucks.
What was our first 2-pointer? Sorry.
It really sucks.
Another spending.
If you want to watch the other 2.
So,
Yes, wait.
I believe Mendicant has $1 million. Yeah, Mendican's going to score it if he wants to.
I won't be able to do
Well,
it.
this is my theory: is that Mendicant wanted all those dollars for exactly this reason.
In the second agenda.
I don't know if he can afford to.
I'll do it.
I think if he spends all his dollars on leadership, I think
You can do it immediately.
he'll still get fucked with by SAR.
Yeah,
I don't-
right.
No, don't do that. Because
I
I'm
don't know.
further away from the
So
door.
how do you get out of this bind?
Well, I assume he's gonna.
Nothing helping me get there.
You give Sai your support and say, fuck off?
I see what's going on.
I don't know. I don't know if Leonard would take it. I probably wouldn't take
I'm
it.
a long way away from the 2-pointer.
I imagine
I don't
he'll
know.
try to.
It's like, it's a point from someone who can't really put pressure on you. Kind of tempting.
Turn on me in that last agenda. Cost me everything.
Hey, should I remind you?
Let's listen to what they're saying.
Anyway, I'm going to press the button for.
I earned that 4-man bear.
Okay, we fucked up each other a bit already, but that's
I love the banter between the players.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright. Plot your tokens.
I imagine Mendicant's plan will be to take leadership and then hit CoolGuy somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Maybe the Lone Dreadnought. Grab rift into it. But at that point, you're kind of just like delaying the inevitable, it feels like.
Just to pick up the token again.
Yeah, and then you can at least save whatever system you want to save. Maybe the
And
flagship.
Everyone's ready spaghetti. Steve Monaghetti.
yes.
Let's see it.
Do we have ancient burial sites or more of worlds? Going once,
No more.
twice.
Was in the deck.
All right.
What does this one do?
For a secret. I could use that.
Oh, sorry. Just make sure get my votes right.
Is that Nick talking?
Oh yeah, I see.
So I think next total vote should be at 21, is that right?
Just off my message.
Yeah.
Nah, it should be higher than 21.
Just put up there.
Oh, right,
should
because it's also
be-
the number of planets,
Whisper.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
just,
Yeah, no, it
Should be
not just
28.
resources.
on the,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're on Extra for wins. Gonna see a quash or
No.
He's got it.
star for wins.
For some reason, the
I think
agenda
Burger, honestly.
Yeah, flip it.
the agenda's upside down for me for some reason. So can you let the stream know what it is?
Afters from Star.
Nope.
I'll put it in this mode for them.
Well, it's. I meant mostly for me, Moon. I can't read the agenda.
Oh, right.
Um,
The elected player draws a secret. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, look, I think this agenda can be much more impactful in 10 players, but in a 14 pointer, you generally get time to find secrets you can store.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
for votes.
Yeah, I was gonna give you the trade good for votes.
That's
Mm.
my trade good.
I
you know what?
almost want to franking my franking
Not yet,
of
first agenda.
3 laws in play
I've
secret.
only got one. The other two are yours, Mindy.
I managed
What?
to get them to put 3 laws in play,
18 votes.
and I would have won first action off my action phase secret, except that I misread which secret was in my hand. I thought I had fight decision to destroy fighters, and I had the PDS secret with no PDS on the board.
Classic.
Funnily enough, I had construction, and so I started digging through DET tokens looking for a enigmatic device to tech PDS2 so I could
Yeah.
win still.
Oh, that's too much because it's just a fucking secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Just didn't come out.
Yeah.
It's in the cards.
Well, sadly, actually, another player managed an action phase win before I could. They did a 4-point swing, getting a 2-pointer off Imperial and 2 action phase secrets.
God damn.
Maybe.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, fuck it.
And had I just teched PDS2 instead of Destroyer 2, I would have won that game.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Anyone?
Always read your stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So there's a classic quote from Magic the Gathering from when I used to play that competitively, which is RTFC. Do you know what this stands for?
I can imagine it's something like read your fucking cards or something. Read the
Yeah,
fucking card.
read the fucking cards.
Yeah, I would do too.
Okay.
When a few months ago when Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel came out, I played a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for nostalgia. Have you
Oh,
seen
yeah.
what your average Yu-Gi-Oh! cards looks like?
Feel like
I have. I played some, not in a few years, but I played some Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when like Samurai Warriors was a deck, and each card just had so much text on it. You couldn't.
Yeah. It's like actual essays on like that little fucking box. It's the funniest shit.
2 votes on Manhattan.
Alright,
Did he say
so
he's going to vote on him?
Yeah, if
Is
you
it
do it,
exhausted?
Yeah.
you know, just put
Yeah.
one vote. You don't. Yeah, just put one vote so you don't waste.
2 is the least I can do.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, waste your votes.
so fucking
Voting for yourself.
Mahak bought Titans, getting more votes than Cabal, and then he uses tech on green to make green not want to vote. So I guess it's technically a win for our genetic recombination.
Objective looks
Yeah.
Right. Ready, spaghetti?
Oh wait, there's another one. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Arms reduction. Oof. Alright, let's fucking look at the board. This will not go for.
I'm okay with either outcome.
GG, Dreadnoughts and Cruisers.
Fine.
annoying as fuck.
We can rebuild. I get this one back anyway.
No.
It's
Oh yeah,
destroyed.
destroys.
CoolGuy actually loses nothing off this. I think he is the exception though.
Oh, because it's the flagship? Is that
Mahawk loses 2 dreadnoughts. Fucking Manbear loses 2 dreadnoughts, but he's saying he doesn't give a fuck.
When's with Manbear?
Titans loses 4 cruisers
No way.
and a dreadnought.
No afters.
Necro loses 4 cruisers,
Afters. Sorry.
No afters.
and that's it. So red and yellow and blue kind of get fucked by this. They lose a lot of money if it goes 4.
Sorry, just counting up my shit.
But will it go 4? That is the question.
At least you
Once
get a
again, extra will be paid probably to save people.
Such a yucky one, isn't it?
Extra has all the power and they have nothing to lose if it goes 4.
Who would lose anything?
Lose 4 cruisers.
I would lose 2 dreads, 3 dreads,
Oh boy.
Is it 4
Yeah.
Only 2 Mendy.
2
right?
dreads.
Source all the
So
tech
Mendy with
skips.
2 Titans got
And there are some pretty,
left.
you know, we've got
Sa,
fucking
what
Vega
does Sa
Minor,
lose?
Nah, so
we've got Simlaw,
Sa doesn't lose anything.
Mia.
Yeah, I could do that.
This is a brutal agenda for exactly half of the table. And for the other half, they either say they don't care or they're just completely unaffected.
Yeah,
And the
that's
side
it.
with the most votes is the side that doesn't care.
You do have a window
So
after if you want.
So they get paid or they get to blow up some plastic.
yeah, I
Which
mean it's
might be even more
100%.
preferable.
It's 100% up to extra because Sarah's obviously just going to do 19-4.
Yeah. And the thing is, Extra might prefer just to blow up people's plastic right now.
I bet
I always break that thing.
I bet
he can
Mendicant
recover.
wishes. I bet
Yeah,
Mendicant wishes he had his fucking genetic recombination right now.
that's right. That's right.
This is a situation where it could probably do something.
1-4.
Mendicant, Manbear does 1-4, so yeah, he truly does not give a fuck. Alright, so now how are they going to pay extra? Let's just let them talk.
You know
I
what
don't
to
have a
do.
great knowledge of the stuff, but yeah, I'm like I just go 26-4.
Oh.
What about... Wait, before you go 26-4. What about I give you my fragment to go against?
Okay, you're being offered a fucking frag. Oh! I love it. So what were Manbear's frags?
Let me have a look at my cultural planet.
Green and red, so they're useless to him, but blue flag is not useless to extra. So extra is offering, Titans is offering extra the equivalent of 2, maybe 3 trade goods to not destroy over like 20 resources worth of stuff. So let's go a bit higher than that, guys.
Yeah, it's going 4.
Okay.
He is not deterred at all. He's just saying it's going
So all votes for, I guess.
Yes, 26-4.
Do we have a deadly plot?
Sorry about that, Green. That was my mistake.
No, that's all right. I already knew.
Yeah.
Any cards before this resolves?
Yes. Is there a deadly plot?
That sucks.
That hurts.
No, man, you still got all your mechs out.
So Mendicant has just destroyed his fucking 2 dreadnoughts on Cormont, and that's what he needed to win a battle somewhere, I think.
Cleaned up everything in his path, which is why
I'm
he
sure
took all
this
his
is good.
infantry and stuff.
Mendicant has read the situation well. He thinks he's completely fucked, and maybe he's right.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hey, just for the viewers at home, how much plastic was destroyed?
Okay.
Or maybe the commentators have it.
I lost 2 dreads.
I lost.
But, you know, I captured one of those 2, and I possess it.
Yeah, I just ran the numbers, and the technical term for how much plastic was just destroyed just then is a metric fuck ton.
Fighter to capacity.
Yes, 100%. Half the Saturn engines died, and they both had all their Saturn engines out, which is at least 8 cruisers. Manbear lost 2 dreads. Mendicant lost 2 dreads. I think Esxhaton lost 1 dread.
For the strategy phase?
I believe so.
Well, this is your window. Just so remember to give back the trade goods to Mandy.
Oh, yeah, it is 2.
We've just got a notification that our Google Meet call is going to end in 5 minutes, so we might need to restart it at that time.
I didn't get anything like that last time. Whatever,
No,
that's
Red, I
fine.
didn't.
Oh shit, true. I lost also trade.
Yeah, this is actually such a rough agenda for Esxhaton, Mendicant, and maybe even Necro. I think Necro can recover from this, but for Titans, it's hard. And for Mahawk especially, it's hard. Where is Speaker? Oh my god, he sold Speaker to Extra. How did I miss that?
We up to picking.
Ready to go? Yeah, no one's got Summit. All right. Speaker, your pick.
So now CoolGuy has a chance to have initiative on Mendicant if he wants it. White and red. Why white and red talking?
Just when I build up my fleets, I have to fuck up everything.
Yeah, that would have really hurt for you.
Just at 2 fleet capacity.
I do very much.
It's not even. I don't think it's even the worst Diplo pick if Sar does pick Diplo. I think they could conceivably score 16 resources, 16 influence, sorry, if they pick Diplo. Scavenge dollars plus saving a few planets, refreshing a few planets. I think it's possible.
Yeah, we can work it out.
All right, cool.
I think CoolGuy more or
Combat
less.
against Sar and all of that.
1-1 at the very start, and then he consolidated all of his fleets together, which is, you know, what you have to do. It's also why he
And you
didn't
got
leave any units in these systems, which cost him that
yeah,
point.
yeah. So you got rid of a token to end a turn or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I did it twice already. Earlier. One was here, the other here, I think. No, here was the ceasefire, maybe here.
I imagine everyone's going to try their best to do the 2.0.
Where are you going, Leonard?
Oh, I'm sorry. We've
I think it's very easy to do for Extra.
okay. So what do we got? We've got 16 resources. Kind of speaks to trade. Fuck.
This trade pick. I think trade is the right pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before the pick. I've picked it up, but I haven't put it down.
It's fine.
Is that all right? All right.
Clearly, Mendicant wants to trade. No big surprise. Your call ends in under a minute. Okay, I'm gonna make a new call.
Okay. I will.
Oh, I see.
Up to you. That's all I can really
Yeah,
offer.
no, I like that.
At least you know you're not going to be struggling and begging for it on a objective where it's suspend.
Yeah. That would. I think I gotta take trade. If I take trade, I'm guaranteed.
Yep.
I don't know why it's making us change call.
Me neither, but we're here now.
Mendicant, I think, is picking construction to get 2 trade goods. I mean, it helps. He can get a forward dock. Helps with the production. Now, what does Manbear pick?
Gordo's deciding if he takes tech again.
He
He
does.
can't help himself.
Yeah, fucking A.
He
So that's
can't-
another.
I
That's a
love
third use of technology with
How
Minister
can
of
I
Science.
resist? I'm just a
Incredible.
man. It's a simple man.
We'll all be laughing. Well, he'll be laughing when 2 and 4 comes out next term.
There's still so much good shit that Gorn can get as well.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Biosling. That'd be what I'd be getting.
Although other
Well,
people are
I
all
was going to ask you that.
Just because that'd be 3. That's too much. Just killing my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's fair. But you want to be last? Ah, fuck. I guess I have to do this.
Politics.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I see.
Going for a little wee wee.
$10.30.
Yeah, what are we doing? Are we?
How you going, Leonard?
Look, maybe we go to the end of whatever. Go to agenda and stop there. Go to scoring and stop at scoring.
Yeah, that's fine.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you guys want to stop now. I mean, I could stop now, but I also know it's 10:30, so I don't know.
Either works for me.
I could stop. You know what? I could stop now and I could go later tomorrow. Are we playing tomorrow, or is this tomorrow?
Yeah, we play tomorrow. I'm fine with that. Stopping now and go later tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. People
Sounds like we might be stopping for the night.
It does.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Also, we stop a clean. We do a clean stop.
Otherwise, we're going to be a wreck. I'm going to be a wreck tomorrow. All right. I would appreciate that. Yes, please.
Yep.
Easy.
Photos. Quick recap. Who's going to recap? Is 4Burner going to recap? Or to do it? 4Burner, get on mic, man. We're going to recap it. Oh, okay.
4Burner's just
Alright.
watching it, I think.
You guys
let's
have a chat. Hey, who's having
Time to deafen. Alright, so I'll just fucking deafen the other Discord for a bit. This is the end of the second session. We did 4. Only round 4 because CoolGuy has he's got to get up early for work tomorrow, I think he said. Basically, this actually was a pretty interesting round. Saar just completely turned around. Yeah, for sure. Saar just completely turned around and just started hitting Mahawked. Apart from that, not really much happened. The first
But it's sort of
was
the way in
extreme.
which he managed to do that as well, because Mahakt was Mahak sneaked in a token grab early, but he had to burn it immediately on an activation, and then when he unlocked his fleet, it got signal jammed, and that was like the big turning point in the round, I think, for Mahak.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was what's the word? It was just kind of just delaying the inevitable, like going and getting the token from like the home system and shit. And the sad part is oh, excuse me. The sad part is that the agenda came out, and he lost
Yeah.
8 resources at least. Yeah, I think it
well,
was 8
yeah,
resources.
that's right. So Sar's bad dice sort of saved him almost 20 resources of ships, but then he lost 8 of them anyway. At least in this case, Sar also lost a bunch of ships, so it might even out a little bit. Also,
No, that's the thing. Sar didn't lose shit. Sar does not have above 2 dreadnoughts or 4 cruisers. He's got all these fucking destroyers
you're right.
flying around.
He was like perfectly balanced for that.
He was. Sar and Extra were completely unaffected.
Wow.
Cabal got hit quite hard by it, but
Yeah,
Cabal
Cabal
says
and-
they don't care, and that's probably fair because they just build them again.
That's right. Cabal just get to rebuild all that plastic probably pretty cheaply. Titans and Necro lost a lot of Saturn engines, but Saturn engines, I mean, they're cheap.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that Titans and Cabal were hurt too much by it, but I think it's annoying, and I think it feels bad. But I don't think it's the end of the world.
Interesting because I think all 3 of them, Necro, Titans, and Cabal, spent most of this round building plastic, and a lot of it was undone.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, as you say, they're cheap. I mean, I guess it is annoying because the next objective is 16 influence. So
That's
rather
right.
than using
And
the
they're not
trade
gonna-
goods to build the ships,
Yeah.
you want to instead be using on the influence.
I
Which
think this
is-
round might have the biggest winner from this round might be Extra. I think Nick was in such a desperate position at the start of the round as Extra, and he ended up fortifying his slice. He's got almost all of it back, except for the one planet. He's got Sar off his doorstep and in someone else's slice.
I didn't even notice.
And yeah.
Honestly, I think he's back.
Yeah, I absolutely think he's back. Well, people's plastic being chewed up a little bit by that agenda and him being unaffected, he has the best access to resources and influence now. If he can start taking some planets, he's gonna skyrocket back into this game.
I think Extra is definitely on the way back. I've been asked who I think is in the best position. It's hard to say, honestly. I think
it might be
Mahak was
Sar.
looking good. I think Sar is definitely a good guess.
Who's ahead on scoring?
I think Esxhaton is ahead in scoring by quite a significant margin.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, it's hard to argue against Titans with custodians and a free support.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure. 3 unscored secrets. Heaps of agendas to do. The first 2-pointer they can do. It'll be expensive, but it's not even expensive. He has it, actually.
He has it, but the question will be for me whether it's worth it for him, or whether he decides to rebuild a bunch of that plastic and fortify the position, do a 1-pointer.
I think he can do both. He's got
You think he can do
Exoterics.
both?
He's got Dynamis.
Oh,
I think he'll. He's got
That's
6 trade goods. He's got 6
Titans.
trade goods on the way. Every single build he does, he gets a trade good. I think
Yeah.
Titans are probably in the best spot. I would agree with that
Yeah,
assessment.
I think you're right. They're probably going to score that 2-pointer and be able to fortify. And if we know one thing, it's that Titans are strong at scoring 2-point objectives.
No, for sure. But I think I would assume that the players are going to start noticing that Titans is in a pretty fucking crazy position. And I assume that there'll start to be some action. The War Suns are out. They can fuck with Titans.
That's true. That's true. He's got War Suns on both sides of him, so he's gonna be relying on that PDS network. Did he get Graviton?
He did get Graviton. I thought it was very sus. But
Mm.
it's
No,
gonna stop
if you've
the
got
small.
enemies on both sides picking up Warsons, I like it. I think it's a really, really savvy pickup.
Yeah. I just think Graviton can be played around, especially with his two neighbors. You know? You just get Necro goes in. Like you're not gonna use Graviton on Necro. He's got set engines. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. And that's just the sad fact really.
Yeah.
Obviously for Cabal it can be a big
Oh,
deal, but he'll build
Titans must
jets.
have they must have had divert funding because they don't have plasma scoring. Wait, did they start?
Titans don't start with it.
Oh no, that's right. They start with Scanlink and
Yeah.
Antimass.
That's right.
No red tech. Yeah, okay, so he went AI dev instead, which makes sense. Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean he could maybe consider plasma scoring for some extra shots there as well.
No, I wouldn't. I did it. It's bad.
Yeah, I think
do it.
I think it's unnecessary. Like most of the time with Titans, your entire slice is covered by 4 to 6 shots or something, and one more is
it's such little value.
Yeah,
You're spending like it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it at all, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think I generally agree with you. It's not something I want to pick up as Titans.
I think I would rather, depending on my slice, I think I would like a green skip as Titans so I can get plasma scoring there. I feel like plasma scoring is probably better than Ada for Titans, but that might be a hot take.
Well, yeah, I think it's better than Ada if you don't need it, but I think it's like Ada's just such a nice value play.
Yeah. So yeah,
And he's
I'll
in a really good
definitely
position to set up three unit techs if that comes out. I think he
Yeah, of
probably
course.
wants to start setting up his tech board towards 2 and 4 because like that's the only objective here that he's not like well set up for.
Yeah, I think so. He definitely would benefit from getting some sling and biostims. Everyone could, to be completely honest. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he can also get War Sons as his third unit upgrade, which would be quite good. So yeah, Titans is in an insane position, I would think. I think that assessment is correct, Old Wolf. I think Manbear is he hasn't got any free points yet, but I think he'll get them. I do think
Yeah, I think he's in a strong enough position with those War Sons out that with the War Sun and the flagship. I mean, there's 2 space stocks out. That's interesting. I think he might be.
I just know Manbear. Like I played with him a lot. I know that he will see a path and he'll probably get it.
And he took tech again. What a surprise! I would be surprised if he isn't making a Mechatol play this round. And if he can do it before construction, he might try and jam a third space stock down on.
I would be inclined to agree with you if he didn't just lose like all his dreadnoughts. I feel like he's just gonna fucking sit there and build again.
He's got a flagship, a War Sun.
If I were him, I would probably just tech, fucking get Sling Relay Biostims, and just stall.
I wonder if fair enough. I wonder if he can make a play on SAR's big fleet in Mahak's slice just to get a fuckload of free plastic.
Oh, I don't think it's. I think he can beat that
throw
fleet in a
that
one-on-one.
flagship and War Sun in there. I think you trash both the fleets, but you capture most of it back, right?
I mean, I think the fleet will just retreat onto fucking.
Well, then you've locked down the biggest fleet on the board.
Yeah, I mean that is something, but at the same time,
and you pick up 5 or 6 hits worth of units in the meantime.
In the same argument, you've also locked down your fleet, which is one of the biggest on the board, to get probably at the end of the day a few fighters.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem, isn't it?
I think you just
like a big fighter screen.
I think you just let SAR do his own thing, and then eventually you're going to move on to take Mechatol from SAR.
Yeah.
You might even buy a speaker. I'm sure Titans would love to sell.
If he can buy a speaker, I think he's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, and then you try to pick Imperial, and if you can, you just fucking try to first action just Imperial on 16 resources while on Mechatol. That is the dream. Yeah. I think Mendican's game looks a little fucked up. He's gonna have to work with CoolGuy.
I think Mendican's gonna have a lot of trouble getting back in this game because I think with tier 2s starting to come out, it behooves both Sa and Cabal just to eat him up. Don't let him. And it'll be interesting to see. I know Esxhaton as Titans will have a good enough understanding of board balance to push in if Cabal goes for it, but I don't know whether Nick's in a strong enough position as Extra to do the same thing to Sa.
Nah, Nick is he's like no doubt he is recovering, but he is still weak in my opinion. He still has no
Yeah,
mobility. Like I don't think he has any threat to Aranamir yet. I
he's got the
think
War Sun. The War Sun can get there.
yeah,
So
but the War
if he
Sun
can
is
if he can appropriately support the War Sun, it can get there. But again, he's production limited really badly.
yes, but he does have Junior. I saw
Junior could make a big difference.
it does. It definitely does make a big difference in Nick's position. I wasn't
Hmm.
too convinced that Nick was back, but when I saw that he had Junior and it was like an easy 2-point for him, I'm like, okay, he can
Yeah.
actually build some shit. Yeah, I think Nick
Did
is
Diplo
on the
get
road to
picked by
recovery.
someone? Surely.
I
No,
don't think he got picked. Yeah.
no one picked Diplo even with 16 out there. Interesting.
Yeah, SARS Necro
I
rather
think
is
that would have locked up in my mind that Extra were a force to be reckoned with coming in if there was a Diplo pick up there.
I just
Because
think Necro just must not need it. I think Necro will score it without it. They've got action cards, they've got a few influence planets.
yeah,
They
and
can
they've already got most of their tokens out of their bag, so they don't need their influence for anything else.
yeah, they can get biostims, maybe. If they do, then I
Mm,
think they're chilling.
yeah, strong. All right. Well, I think it was an exciting round on one half of the board, and it'll be interesting to see if things pop off on the other side this round.
Indeed. Alright.
Well, I won't be here with you tomorrow, but I believe the ineffable tournament organizer Full Burner will be joining you for the third session of commentary on this game tomorrow night.
Yeah. Rather than whisper in my ear, Bennett can just directly tell me what he wants to do, so that's good. Yeah, I'll see you around.
I'll see you around, and I'm looking forward to the next session of your game in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, that'll be
And
something.
there's some whispers going around that my game might be starting early on either Wednesday or Thursday this week. We were going to start Sunday, but
Fuck me.
you'll get
I'll
to
have to
see if
travel
I
as
get
well.
put in the same tricky position that Nick's in, and I certainly hope not.
We'll see. Alright. See you, dude.
See ya.
Peace. That's the end. There's another session tomorrow, I believe, at the same time. It might go a bit longer. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a single round tomorrow as well. Thank you for watching, etc., etc. Goodbye.